Hey, welcome back to Change That Behavior. We are going to continue with Toddler Thursdays, and we are going to talk about how to get your kids to listen. I know, it's very difficult to get kids to listen the first time, right? It's literally telling them something or asking them something, and it's in one ear and out the other, right? It's so annoying. But how do we get our kids to listen? Okay. Well, we are going to talk about a behavioral concept called Discrete Trial Training. And in reality, it's just a sequence of events or steps you follow in order to get your child to listen better to you by giving them instructions, giving them feedback, and eventually maybe even helping them if they need it. So, check out these 5 steps to get your kid to listen. Step number 1. You need to make sure your child is paying attention. This means they are facing you, they are near you, and they are engaging in eye contact, right? Because they aren't going to listen if they're not attending to you at all. So make sure prior to any demand or any instruction, your child is paying attention. This is especially important when they're engaged in an activity or they're playing. Most likely they're not going to attend to what you're saying and they're not going to listen to you. So you need to make sure they have that eye contact. They are engaged with you prior to giving any demands. This will increase the chances that they're actually going to listen. Step 2. Make sure your instructions are clear and concise, or behavioral term, discriminative stimulus. Toddlers do not understand long sentences, complicated instructions, or even have the attention span really to attend to what you're trying to say most of the time. So make it simple for them. Make sure your demand, your instruction, whatever question you have is really to the point and concise. Step 3, provide your child with feedback, or behavioral term, a consequence. Most of us actually do really well with this when your child is right. So a lot of times if they do the right thing or they listen to you, we reinforce or reward them for listening. And that's fantastic. But what a lot of us don't know or even forget is to give that feedback even when they're wrong. You need to give something which we call behavioral term an informational no. Essentially, it's a way to give them feedback to let them know that they've done something wrong, the response wasn't right, and that they need to fix themselves. And it could be anything such as try again, or or no, that's not right. Something like that, just to give them that feedback and correct themselves. For example, you tell them, come here, and they didn't listen. Do not repeat yourself. You need to give that informational no, that try again, or just so your child hears that feedback. Because if you repeat yourself like a broken record, that's when it starts going in one ear and out the other. And we don't want that. Step 4, repeat your instructions. Remember, it needs to be clear and concise instructions, and it needs to come after the informational no. This allows your child to hear the instruction again and attempt to do it the right way this time. That way, not only are they getting that feedback before, they're also getting a chance to hear the instruction again and to try to do it the right way. Step 5, provide a prompt. So this tip is really for those children who, after the second time, they still didn't listen to you. What do? You're going to have to help them follow through. And this is really important because no matter what, if your word was to do something, you have to follow through. That way the child knows that your words have meaning and that ultimately they need to do what you say the first time. So, provide a prompt or help them do it. The important thing is when you prompt, it needs to be with the instruction. And I say that because that way you can fade it much easier and they learn I need to do it the first time versus I ignore my mom and then she's gonna make me do it. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked this video, please comment if it worked for you or not. Like it, subscribe, and please tell your friends all about it. I'll see you guys next time.